what are the pros and cons of what you do, in your personal opinion?
I'll start with the bads. I'll start with the cons. Basically, what we just discussed, having so many other different persons that do the same exact thing that I do, even though they don't have that business behind it, in the sense they freelance and they provide a makeup service. That is very hard when there are so many different classes and so many different schools that will, aid you in enhancing what you already know. So it's kind of hard, because the thing is, you have to have money, of course, for the classes and to go to the seminars and travel, which can be kind of discouraging. But it's just like anything else. Everything is not easy. Everything is not free. So I think that's probably the biggest con, which is the competition. One of the biggest pros for me, myself personally, would just be to see the faces of the persons that I help. When I provide a makeup service, it's watching that face of, wow, is that me? Yes, it really is you. And I always tell people, you were beautiful before. I just enhanced the beauty. I'm not changing it. I'm not making you or transforming you into a totally different person, but just bringing out some of the features that people may not see. They may not see your eyes being blue in the sense, or they may not see a light brown eye. They may only see, oh, that's just another face. So I think for me personally, on a personal level, a biggest pro for me is being able to see the excitement in a woman's face once I'm done.
I like that answer. I shouldn't say that, but I like the answer. Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because I used to be a personal trainer, and that was my biggest. It wasn't about the money for me. I mean, yeah, the money was to, pay bills and, stack some paper for something else I gotta do. Because to me, money is just like a hammer. It's a tool. You use that for another means. You don't use it to be like, oh, I got paper, I'm gonna make it rain. I don't think of money like that. But for me, as far as personal training, to see someone go from, man, I'm trying to do this, whatever the goal is, to start realizing, oh, snap, what I mean? It's actually happening. Not even to the point where it actually was achieved, but to see that they realize the transition, to see the look on their face, is priceless. You can't put a price on it. You can't put a price on it. You can't trade it for nothing. It's just one of those things. It's very special. So I understand the answer. I like the answer. Speaking of clients, what was the worst client you ever dealt with, and the best client you ever dealt with?
The worst client, I wouldn't say worst in regards of the actual client, but just having to service her. I received a phone call Friday, maybe about 2 o'clock in the morning, to provide services for a wedding party Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. Just like anything else in my line of business, sometimes I walk in literally not knowing what I'm up against, and in this case it happened to be the bride who had eczema. She had a breakout the night before, and if anyone knows about eczema, some breakouts can be worse than others. So just trying to find out if she was allergic to anything, how much she wanted applied. I mean, when it comes to brides, you want them to look as natural as possible to begin with. But when you're dealing with a person that has had an outbreak of eczema, it's a little bit difficult to do less is more, and still achieve the fact of making sure that she was evenly covered. So I would say that was probably my worst client, also with the short notice. My best client would probably have to be some of the teens that I service. I will say that when we think of teens, we think of Acme, but I have had the joy of having one particular client who her mom stayed on her about constantly drinking water. So applying foundation for her was really easy. What typically can take me a half an hour, I think on her probably took me 15 minutes. So that was probably one of my best clients. And just thanking her mother for talking to her about skincare really did help me as the makeup artist.
Water always helps.
Yes.
What is one of the biggest, in your opinion of course, what is one of the biggest makeup mistakes you see women do?
The biggest makeup mistake.
Name 3, matter of fact.
Okay, so let me think of the face. So one biggest mistake will probably be eyeliner. Actually applying it far past the actual eyelid. There's a technique called the wing, so it kind of like spreads out to the side. But when you don't apply it correctly, it kind of just looks like you have black liner going down the side of your face. So that would be one. Two will probably be applying lipstick or lip gloss. A lot of times people feel like they have to line their lips in an extreme dark color and then fill in with a light color. Completely wrong. You normally want to actually line your lips with a similar color as to what you're putting on. And lastly, I would probably say blush. Women of color do not like blush typically. A lot of them you won't see them with it on. They normally put on an entire face of makeup with no blush. Blush is actually to help bring out the cheekbones if you have them, and then if you don't, to actually make it look like you have some. So a lot of times I'll see young ladies that will put what I call the clown cheeks on. They're only applying the blush to the actual cheek. The stroke is supposed to go up your face and not just sit there on your cheek, and that's it.
I get it. You're about to have me cracking a rib over here. Everyday Peoples, Lee's Faces, what she does is good when it comes to helping battered women. So please check her out. You're in the Baltimore area, Maryland area, DC area, you know what I mean? Oh, you know what? Matter of fact, where do you see Lee's Faces in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I will say I would like to actually have a building that would allow the clients that I typically travel to see to actually come in. So if different organizations are having a different event or they're trying to prepare women to go back to work, they would actually have a place to come to and bring their clients so that I can actually service them. Also would like to offer classes to women and teens as well as anyone in their families that would just like to learn how to apply makeup and enhance their beauty. Small, simple tips. I say that it should only take you 5 to 10 minutes to put on a face. So if you have a place where you can actually come to and speak with someone who not only is knowledgeable but willing to help you achieve the look that you're getting, you know, that would also be great.
Well, in the meantime, how can people contact you if they want to look you up?
People can contact me by contacting my cell phone. I'm at area code 443-453-8020. They can contact me on Facebook at Lee Faces. And they can also follow me on Twitter at Lee Faces. And there you have it.
There you have it, y'all. No stalkers, okay? You have any, last thing, you have any makeup tips for our female viewers? Some male viewers, obviously. We're in 2012 now. So
that's true. I will say I have had to service men. Makeup tips, first and foremost, before I even give you an actual tip, I would say that if you don't know, consult a licensed makeup artist or someone that works at a makeup counter to assist you and aid you in any questions that you may have. One tip that I will have is to exfoliate your skin. Makeup applies best when you have great skin. I know that's something that we all may not have, so again, drinking water will help you. Exfoliating your skin, with whether it's buying some type of Neutrogena in your local Target, Walgreens, CVS. Also exfoliating your lips. A lot of times the dry skin that you have on your lips, it prohibits you from putting your lipstick or lip gloss on, and it actually going on smoothly. So that will aid you in not having the cracks in your lips. One natural exfoliation you can do on your lips, you can find right in your kitchen with using honey and sugar. You rub the two together and gently rub it on your lips. Use a warm washcloth and take it off, and there you have it.
Is that where the term sugar lips came from? No, I'm playing.
That I don't know.
Everyday Peoples, Lee's Faces, it's on the rise. We out of here.
Thank you.